good evening, everyone. Welcome to At America with me, Andrea Oriel, as your e-guide for today. Today, we will be having another session of Metropolitan Toastmaster, and today we will be having a very special session because today will be Mets Election Day, New EXCO 2023-2024. But before we jump into today's event, I have a little trivia question for you to answer. In which year was the Metropolitan Toastmaster Club founded? Is it A, 1950, B, 1965, C, 1982, or D, 1997? If you think you know the answer, you can submit your answer to our social media platforms, and the first person who is able to answer correctly will be receiving a shout out later from us in the end of the event. And now, without further ado, I would like to invite our president, Kak Claudia, to come up the stage.
Thank you very much, our beautiful Iga from Ad America. Hey, everyone. Oh my God, it's a full house. Good evening, everyone. Well, I know people from over here, but who is this guys? Who are these guys? Hey, can I ask one of you to come up stage and introduce yourself, like where you guys are from, why you guys are here, how did you know about this event? Which one? You? Come on. Yay! Woo! Okay, wait a second. Before you introduce yourself, let me introduce myself. My name is Claudia. I am the club president of Metropolitan Toastmaster. What is Toastmaster? You will know just about a second. I will explain it to you. But before we go into that, I will ask you to introduce yourself. What's your name, sir?
My name is Muhammad Alif Sabil.
What do I call you?
Alif, you can call me Alif.
Alif. Hi, Alif.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm really, really good today.
Okay, so these are all your gang.
My gang.
Your gang. All right.
Yeah.
So what's your gang about? Like, where you guys come from?
They are students of Bumi Husada Jakarta. They are students of pharmacy.
Pharmacy. Oh, hey. We have medics right over here too. I'm a doctor. He's a doctor. He's also a doctor. She's a doctor. So hey. So glad to have you right here. How many of you are present right now?
We have about 30 people here.
30 people. That's
Yeah.
pretty amazing. So how did you come to know about this event? Why did you come to our event tonight?
Our teacher, Pak Rufi, introduced us
Ooh.
to this at America.
Is this your first time coming to Air America? Or
This is our first time.
your first time?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, welcome. So, your teacher is Pak Rufi.
Yeah, our teacher is Pak Rufi and Bu Eli. There.
Pak Rufi and Bu Eli. Hi, can you please come up stage as well? I would like to have a chat with you. Yes, please. Yay! Good evening, sir, ma'am. Mungkin bisa dipakai mic-nya. So, you are the teachers of these students, right?
Right.
Right. So,
Yeah.
well, thank you very much for bringing your students to Ad America. And tonight, Ad America is having us, Metropolitan Toastmaster, as one of their partner. And we are so happy that you are here with your 30 students. So, how
Yeah.
did you come to know about Ad America?
Well, I've been thinking about this for a long time, actually. So I
Uh-huh.
know about at America for maybe a year.
Really?
But I really want to have my students here. I mean, just to have some exposure. So I want them to really have the exposure of being able to speak with with other people, not only in class. I mean,
Nice.
they are doing fine in class, but I want them to also express themselves or learn from other people as well.
This is a good
Right.
teacher. I wish I had a teacher like you when I was younger. What about you, ma'am?
Okay, actually this is a unique program because I teach communication and Pak Rufi teaching about English. So we cover both subjects
Uh-huh.
in this event.
Nice.
So-
Yay.
This is a kind of joint class.
All right.
Yes.
So it like you take attendance or
Yes, take
you do?
attendance. Yes. And homework after
And
this.
homework assignment as well as this. Okay, good luck, guys. Bon courage.
So it's a mandatory, not
It's manda-
voluntary.
Ouch.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, do you know about Toastmaster itself? So, you know about At America, right? It's the cultural center of the U.S. Embassy, but you come exactly tonight when Toastmaster is having a meeting. Do you know what Toastmaster is? Is it intentional that you come to tonight when we have our meeting, or?
Actually, not Toastmasters specifically. It's from Pak Rufi, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I know from him, and actually, I always discuss with her what is the best activities for student, which is not only inside the class. So we need something exposure outside. So and then we find this at America. I checked the Instagram. I think we won last week, yeah. But
Okay.
so it's postponed until today. But I'm glad that finally we made it.
Okay, yay! So I guess you made the right decision because Toastmasters is a public speaking and also leadership organization. I will explain more to you after this. But thank you very much for coming upstage, introducing yourself, and explaining about your attendance right now. We are very happy and actually proud to have you with all your students here. Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much. Okay, well, I guess with that, I will officially open the meeting. So, for you guys who don't know, this is a gavel that I have as a president. This holds a lot of power. And with this, I can ruin or the word. No. I open the meeting with this gavel. So, I officially open the meeting. Okay. Right now, we are going to talk a little bit about Metropolitan Toastmaster. But first, what is Toastmasters? Toastmasters is an international nonprofit organization. It was first founded in the United States back in the 1924, right after during the Second World War. Why? Because they wanted to gather people who are, feeling hopeless during the war to make them more spirited and to make them more fluent in public speaking and also in leadership. So this is what we do in Toastmasters. And Toastmasters itself, wait a second. Toastmasters itself, it has 16,200 clubs in all over the world. And Metropolitan Toastmasters, the one that we are attending right now, is just one of them. So we have a lot of other clubs out there, but one in Indonesia that has a partnership with at America, the cultural center of the U.S. Embassy, is only Metropolitan Toastmasters. So kudos to us, right? Yay! So, by the way, which year was the Toastmaster first founded again? 1924. Was that the question in the beginning of the meeting by the e-guy? Oh, Metropolitan. Okay, so, okay. Sorry about that. Next one is about the executive committee. So every organization must have an executive committee or the officers that are taking care of the organization itself. So these are the executive committee of this year. We have the club president, me, and then we have the vice president of education, Toastmaster Revo. Yay! We have vice president of membership, Toastmaster Sinta. Yay! And then vice president of public relations, Toastmaster Wita. Our secretary and treasurer, Toastmaster Chuchu. Our sergeant at arms, Toastmaster Rizky, which unfortunately cannot make it tonight. And also our immediate past president. So the club president of last year, Toastmaster Attila, which cannot make it tonight as well. Next one. So what do we do in Toastmasters? So I told you before that Toastmasters is an organization that hones your leadership and public speaking skill. But how? Well, Toastmasters has a curriculum which we call as pathways. So in our pathways, we have 11 curriculum that you can take and pursue according to your needs and target and goals. So for example, I want to be a better presenter, a public speaking and presenter. So I took presentation mastery, which is actually the very basic curriculum available in Toastmasters curriculum. But if you want to be like Refo wants to be a comedian. He wants to be funny. when he talks in front of the public. So he takes engaging humor and so on and so forth. There is a perfect explanation for each of this curriculum, but I'm not going to talk about it here because it's going to be very, very long. Next. So, in conclusion, Toastmaster is beyond public speaking. For sure, you are going to enhance your communication skill. But also, you are going to boost your organizing skill because of what? Like today, you see, we are speaking, I am speaking in front of this room, but I cannot just walk in and take the stage, right? We have to organize the event. We have to make contacts and coordinate with at America. So you are going to be organizing events as well. And then you're going to expand your network. Why? Because there are a lot of clubs from Toastmasters. So you can know people from other clubs because we usually do what we call as clubbing. Clubbing is when I go to other clubs. For example, I go to the clubs in Depok or I go to online meetings from clubs in Malaysia. That's what we call clubbing. So, of course, we are going to expand our network. And we will find brand new insights from their points of views because everyone will have different kind of views and we will enrich our knowledge from their speeches. But the most important thing that we have in Metropolitan Toastmaster is that we have fun. That's why we have this saying, have fun, go Mets. How do we say it, guys? Have fun? Great. Okay. Next one, guys. So, in Toastmasters, we have Toastmaster of the meeting. What is Toastmaster of the meeting? It's an MC. Yes, it's an MC. You know MC, right? So it's just another terminology for MC. We say Toastmaster of the meeting or for short Tom. So without further ado, I'm going to call upon our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Refo. Toastmaster Refo, the floor is yours.
I feel very awkward since this is my first appearance in 2 weeks, and this is the first time that I'm having this much people in one room. So thank you very much, guys, for coming. And yeah, let's move on to the next slide, please. Yes, people, this is our agenda today. We will have three different sessions. The first one is table topic session, is where there will be a bunch of different topics on the screen, and one of you can go on stage and talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. As you can see, it's open for all guests, so everyone in this room can participate. But when it comes to prepared speech session, you will more to hearing people when they are giving a speech. So it's for our members that are currently enrolled in one of the pathways that was explained before, if you remember. And yeah, they will be giving a speech based on the pathway that they have chosen in the past. And then next we will have evaluation speech session, and that is where there will be a person that is will be evaluating the speech that was given before. So the speech will be, like diperbaiki, something like that. Okay, so yeah, next, please. Yeah, today we have our team is Todd from Vesak Day. Yeah, Todd from Vesak Day. Welcoming Indonesia Election Day with full of tolerance, peace, and compassion. And word of the day, for you who don't know, what is word of the day? So word of the day is one of the like small challenges that we have. So when you come on stage and do the speech, you have to use word of the day, and which is that is fair. So whatever the topic is on the screen, you have to mention that word of the day, which is fair. And fair, one of the fair's example of sentence is impartial and just without favoritism or discrimination. I don't know what that is, but I'm just reading it for you. And the others are the group has achieved fair and equal. So fair and equal representation for all its members. Next, please. This is our role takers for tonight. So I'm not alone. Tonight, I have a general evaluator, Toastmaster Wilson, who will explain what will they do tonight. So, Toastmaster Wilson, please come on stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Revo. Wait, don't you go. Wait, come here. I'm about to introduce you. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Metropolitan Toastmasters Club. I am Wilson. I will be the general evaluator. So basically, every meeting that we have, we are not gonna go meet and then done. We have the improvement in our soul. That's why in every meeting, we will have an evaluation session for the speakers and for the role takers. But to do this, I am not alone. I have my team, which I will be introducing right now. First, we have the grammarian. Who is the grammarian? Toastmaster Cucu? Okay, let's call him fourth. Toastmaster Cucu, the stage is yours.
Hello, good evening, everyone. So in this current occasion, I'm going to serve as grammarian. My responsible is basically to pay attention to every single words that all the speakers will deliver. So I'm going to spot every grammatical errors and we are going to correct it later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Cucu. Basically, grammarian is the meeting's English teacher. So every time we make a mistake in our spoken English, he will spot it for us and he will share his feedback to all of us. Next, we have the and word of the day counter. What does she do? Let us welcome Toastmaster Diana. Toastmaster Diana, the stage is yours. Please.
Thank you so much, everyone. Good evening. Hi. So, yeah, my name is Dinah, and I'm going to explain what my role is about. So, the role is and WOD counter, meaning that I'm going to count every filler words that is going to be uttered in your speech. For example, like or any kind of things that gonna be filling in that. And also, I'm going to count every word of the day that is going to be incorporated into your speech. For example, the use of the fair itself. And I'm also going to count the usage of words, for example, the synonyms of it. For example, the just, equity, and such. Okay, thank you so much. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Diana. So basically, we are all nervous on the stage, right? Right? So we are going to use a lot of filler words like, what am I going to say again? My name is Wilson. Nah, the is counted by the and word of the day counter. Next, we have the timer. This is a pretty straightforward role, but we are gonna have to reintroduce it anyway. So let us welcome Toastmaster Nikki. The stage is yours. Hey, no, I'm not trying to undermine you. I'm so sorry. Please.
Thank you so much. We'll talk after this. All right, hi everyone. I'll be brief here. My name is Nikki, and as you can see there, I'm the timer. So I'll be there with my trusty traffic light. TM Albert, if you can help me. So I'll be explaining you about the time rules. Basically, for the first one, which is a table topic, we have some time limits. The first one, which is the red light, the green light. Sorry, the green light will show that 1 minute has passed, and then the yellow light will signify that 1 minute and 30 seconds has passed. Lastly, we have the red light, which is 2 minutes, and then you have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. And we also have for the prepared speeches, which will be 5 to 7 minutes. But I think our speakers have already known this rule. Last but not least, we also have the time for evaluators, 2 to 3 minutes, which I believe everyone is also familiar with. All right, so thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikki, for the comprehensive explanation. I just used right? It's going to be counted, right? So basically, when we speak on stage, we often forget about time, right? So that's why we have a timer. They will keep us managed. They will help us do our time management in the stage. So that's why if you're having difficulty doing a presentation for the class, maybe you can use a timer to make yourself more comfortable with the time. Now, last but not least, we have the ballot counter. What does she do? Let us welcome her immediately. Toastmaster Astri, the stage is yours.
Hi everyone, good evening. So my task as ballot counter, I will collect and count the vote So we have 3 sections, right? Table topic, prepare speech, and evaluation. So you will scan QR after the section, and then I will collect and know who is the best speaker. Okay, and at the end of the meeting, I will announce who will be the winner. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Astri. Basically, in this meeting, we have a small competition. Whoever comes stage will be voted by the people who will be the best. And then at the end of the meeting, we will cast the vote, and then the ballot counter will announce who the winners of this meeting is. So that will be me from General Evaluator. I give the control back to Toastmaster of the meeting. Toastmaster Revo, thank you.
Thank you, Teacher Wilson. Yeah. Next slide, please. Not that one. Not that one. Next one. Yeah. Okay. So this is the session that we are all waiting for, the table topic session. But of course, not me who will be explaining what this is. To Mr. Rita, please come on stage. We need your help to introduce what this is.
Hi everyone. Hi, my name is Wita and I will be your table topic master. So as mentioned before by Toastmaster Revo, table topic is the session that everyone are usually waiting for, because in here everyone are like can learn how to do their impromptu speech. So for example, picture yourself as the Miss Universe. Your name being called, and then you have to pick one of the a number usually, and then there will be a topic that you have to spoke about. Either it can be a quote, it can be a saying, or it can be anything. You can say you are agree to it or not, or basically anything about your opinion to it. So without further ado, before we are starting, I need one volunteer. The first one, anyone from the school? It's gonna be easy. It's just like a bunch of quotes. It's very easy. Come on. Anyone? Come on. Come on. You will only have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, maybe the lady in yellow? Yeah. The lady in yellow.
Teachers, you can help us
Oh
to
yeah,
point
the
who?
teacher, please point someone.
Anybody can try. Come on, guys.
Come on, it's not that hard, guys.
Come on, woo!
Yay! She's gonna get instant A after this.
Please, A plus,
A plus.
A plus.
Okay. Hi, just stand here. What's your name?
My name is Devi Maharani.
What can I call you, Devi?
Devi.
Devi. Okay. You are not gonna choose any topics, but we'll just give you one. Okay. This is the nothing worth having comes easy. Basically, you can say your opinion about it, whether you agree or you not agree, and a statement to support your opinion. Are you ready? You can say anything about the quotes. Maybe you can like share your story about having to work so hard to get something, to go to school or doing an exam, stuff like that. You know. Okay, can you do it? It's okay. Can someone help her? Does anyone wants to help Devi on the stage right now? Yeah, you can choose a friend maybe.
Valentina.
Valentina, which one is Valentina? Okay. Ooh, yay. Okay, you can just say what's your opinion about this and a statement to support your opinion. Are you ready?
Okay, what about if we're giving one example from our members, EXCO? Toastmaster Albert, come on. Okay, give your a bit of example to tell the girls about this.
Who here has ever received a gift? Raise your hand. So you have never got any gift. Do not get any birthday. Ah? So sad. But what's the meaning behind a gift? A gift is something that people give to us that because they give a value over some relationship between ourselves and the gift giver. And the meaning behind that valued relationship is nothing comes easy. It would never comes easy because any gift that we received has never come easy. Why? Because we have to value or increase the value of our relationship between us and the gift giver. So, you have friends, right? Oh, thank goodness. So, please keep your relationship going as Indonesian or all Indonesians said, keep your silaturahmi going on, and that would give a lot of value in your relationships. And not only you give a gift because your value in your relationship, but also you will get a lot of connections and a lot of benefits just from having a friend. That's all from me. Thank you very much. Back to the table topic masters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Albert. So basically, that's the example that is given. You can just say anything about your opinion about the quotes being presented. So can I have my second speaker, or I can choose? Maybe the teacher, the lecturer. Give out one good example for your students. Maybe the lady in black. You, it's you. Come on. Or the lady in pink. Let's go. Ken? Yeah. Come up to the stage. It's a very easy topics. You guys gonna ace it anyway. In any way. Ini instant A after this. Okay, what's your name, Ibu? Sorry.
Ellie.
Ellie. Okay.
Ellie and Alif.
Ellie and Alif. Okay. The second. Most good thing come with a pinch or an egg. It's actually one of
Who
the
wants to
quotes
start?
that I
You
picked
wanna
from
start?
this book called Malibu Rising by Taylor James Gingrich. Are you ready? Pinch or an egg. Okay. The stage is yours, and don't forget to mention the word of the day and check out the and check out the timer there.
Okay, actually, if we got something, there's no free. There's no free lunch, actually. Yeah. So everything we have to do something, and then we get gain. So no pain, no gain. That's what I believe. So we have to do something to get a score. It's not that easy. You just cannot come to class and then get A. No, there is assignment and there is correction. Okay, remedial in my class could be up to 3 times, actually, because I want students to learn, and of course after this they have to learn something. So which is very different that we usually do in class. So I hope some of them at first refuse to come. What am I going to do there? Something like that. But here I want you to train your confidence. That's important. Public speaking is about confidence. So there's no matter right or wrong. There is no matter audience will think you like this, like that. Don't think about that. But confidence. So it will be pinch and A before to get that confidence. I think that's it. Maybe you can continue. Continue. This also English teacher.
Yes,
For
that's right. I'm also an English teacher for
thank you,
apa
Ibu.
namanya? Apa namanya? For the high school, not high school, and secondary school. We call it SMP. SMP. Okay, most good things come with a pinch or an egg. Yeah, that's I really I really agree about this because everything good, everything. If you want a better something, you have to do a better thing, right? So I hope you guys, just like Bu Eli said, I hope you guys learn something here. So maybe you need to see what am I doing here. Maybe you can. Maybe after this you can do something like this. You can practice your English very well. If you want a good, language, if you want a good language, so you have to practice more and more and more and more your English. Maybe that's from me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. The last one jangan don't change it, but because this is one of the quotes that stick here with me. Does anyone wants to try? You can stick out your hand. It's easy, not that hard. Maybe the lady in blue. Would you like to try? No, you. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Debbie.
Are you a guest? I mean, is it
I'm a
your first
guest.
time
This
here?
is my first time.
Okay. Hello, Debbie.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, the topic. Everything you lose is a step you take. It's actually from Taylor Swift songs, You're on Your Own Kid, if you know. Everything you lose is a step you take. That's my favorite quote. Okay, are you ready? Okay, 1 minute. 30 seconds. So this song really stick with me, especially these quotes. Does anyone of you know the song? No? Okay. Okay, okay, Devi, are you ready?
I think I'm
Okay, you can stand on the floor is yours.
all right, everyone. I think I also agree with this statement. Everything you lose is a step you take. Because I believe that everything happens in our life is like it's a destiny. Either you learn or either it's a blessing or you learn from that. So if something bad happen, we cannot just like um, feel sorrow. We have to move on because life still is going on. So we just learn from our past mistake, grow from it, take the lesson, and then move on. Um, it it doesn't have to be like um, we we just like we feel down or um, feel we are not moving on, but we just move on from that from our past mistakes. And um, and I think it's also fair because everyone feels the same. It's not only me, everyone. I also understand that you also have the same experience, but in that case, we also need to respect other people. Like if we feel that bad experience happened to us, we we don't do that thing to other people. We need to respect other people. We have to be fair. We have to like life is a just thing. So yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, thank you. Give a round of applause to to be Toastmaster Devi. Thank you. Okay, that is the 3 quotes that I have today. And I will be giving the floor back to Tom. Therefore, who is not paying attention, I'm giving the floor back to you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone.
Yes. Right. Next. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. down, down. Yeah. Oopsie. Oh. Okay, now scan, please scan your favorite table topic speaker. Please scan. Who? What? Ah, yeah, yeah. So in the first we have, I think we had Albert. Yeah, Albert, the doctor one, if you remember. And then the second one we had Ellie. Okay, we had Ellie, and then the third one, Alif, fourth, Dewi. Okay, I'm sorry guys. I hope I can know you better after this. I just know your name. Can you repeat that again? For the speaker one, only three options. Okay. Okay. All right. Is it clear enough? Okay. If you all voted, raise your hand. If you all voted, you have, you have, you have, you have, you have, you have, you have. Okay. All right. I think we can move on to the next session. I think since all of us have, yeah. All right. Okay. Here we go, guys. The prepared speech session, the real public speaking, as you call it. Woo. All right. For this, I will have to invite the evaluator one. So, Master Claudia, go on stage to introduce the first speaker. Evaluator, yeah. That's all right. Yeah, sure. Here, your mic.
Okay, hello again, guys. So it's me again. You're gonna see me a lot today, just like any other day, because I'm just, I have a superstar complex. So today I would be serving as the evaluator for our Toastmaster Sinta. Toastmaster Sinta will be delivering her speech for her pathway dynamic leadership level 3 in project 2. In Dynamic Leadership Level 3 in Project 2, the project is called Inspire Your Audience. So the purpose of her speech today will be to inspire all of us as the audience, right? And the title of her speech is A Writer or a Speaker. A Writer or a Speaker. So without further ado, Toastmaster Sinta, are you ready? Yes. Toastmaster Sinta, a writer or a speaker? A writer or a speaker? Toastmaster Sinta, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, my evaluator, Toastmaster Claudia. Before I start, please raise your hand if you think you're a good speaker. Raise your hand here. Oh, Ozan raised his hand. Oh, big round of applause. Otherwise, no one? Steve? Raise your hand if you think you are a good speaker. And now raise your hand if you think you're a good writer. Anyone? Diana? Songwriter, yeah? And lastly, I would like to ask, does anyone think he or she is a good writer and a good speaker? Albert? I'm sad that no one raised his or her hand? Steve. Okay. I believe that Steve is both good writer and good speaker. At least for almost half of my life, I've always led to believe that you can only be either good speaker or good writer. Only a few people who can actually excel in both worlds. When I was at school, I witnessed that usually the ones with the highest GPA, IPK 4 or 3.5 something, are usually the quiet ones. They usually the ones that, at least in my subject, they're the one who could deliver best essay in the exam. They could provide the best, the sharpest and the most stringent analysis in writings. And usually the active ones, they were not part of the highest GPA gang. For me, as an introverted and quite a reserved person, I actually enjoyed writing a lot more than speaking. I still thought that public speaking is very important, but I think I wanted to sharpen my writing skills more because I thought that that's where I'm good at. And that later becomes my identity, Tinta, a writer. My first job could not explain my identity any better. I was a media analyst. I dealt most of the time with reports and analysis. And the job didn't really need any public speaking skills because we have our colleagues at the marketing and sales department who usually do the hard jobs to persuade the potential clients to buy our products. So I thought, after all, I wouldn't make any good salesperson either. So let's stick to my identity as a writer. But that was very much different. It was completely changed when I entered my second job. I did not deal with analysis anymore, no writings, no reporting, but instead I had to organize events, I had to meeting people, making new connections, and I was very terrified at the beginning. I'd rather prefer doing tons of reports, writings, rather than meeting new people, shaking hands, making conversation. I was afraid of that. I was very hesitant to do that. When I shared my concerns to my father at that time, he told me that one of his friends in Jakarta joined a club called Toastmasters. I Googled, I was curious about that club, and later I found this Metropolitan Toastmasters Club. And the meeting is at America Pacific Place. Wow, very much exposure. So I decided to give it a try. I attended one of their meetings, actually back in 2016, 7 years ago. But I was still very shy. I didn't participate in the table topic session, or even I was too shy just to raise my hand to introduce myself as a guest. A few years later, I moved again to my current job. So now I'm dealing again with reports, but there's a big part in my job which requires speaking skills. And by speaking, it's not only delivering presentation, but also making connection, giving impromptu comments during the meetings, and so on. That is why in 2021, I rethink about my maths membership. I rejoined during the pandemic, and at that time, I found actually that speaking skills that we learned in Metropolitan Toastmasters Club is not only about speaking per se. I mean, I'm talking now on behalf of our grammarian, our and WOD counter. It requires actually an active listening skill in order to understand better and better. So coming to think of that, I'm very grateful that I joined maths because not only I think it is fair to say that joining Maths has motivated me to improve my public speaking skills to be better and better. And also, I was appointed as a vice president of membership last year. And you know what? VPM is basically a salesperson of the club. So by joining Maths, I actually felt like stepping out of at least two of my comfort zones. First is public speaking in front of public, just like now. And the second one is making new connections like you, and also persuade them to be new members. And as much as I'd like to think that I'm still prefer to be called a writer, and speaking is not really yet my forte, but I start to believe now more and more that both skills, writing and speaking, are equally important. Good writings can invoke a lot of emotion, a lot of imagination, and good speech can move people and brings you to places. And when you found a place that allows you to learn that skills while at the same time having fun, I think you shall consider to start joining Maths. Thank you.
Is it my turn? Ah, okay. I will speak again. Next slide, please. All right, so there we go, our first speaker. Next, we'll move on to the second speaker. But before that, as always, I will invite the evaluator first to explain what is the speakers trying to do. I mean, not to do. I mean, trying to explain the speech of the speaker, right? Okay, so I will call upon Toastmaster Albert as our second evaluator for second speaker, Toastmaster Ozan. Please. Okay. Good luck.
Okay, so I'm back. How to say this? Whenever you come into a new place, what do? You introduce yourself, right? That's what Toastmaster Ozan is going to do. Every single new member of Toastmasters would have to do an icebreaker. What is an icebreaker? Just simply saying, it would be a place for new members to introduce themselves and just explaining why public speaking will have a difference in their life. So without further ado, I will call upon Toastmaster Ozan, role-playing stage and you, role-playing stage and you, Toastmaster Ozan, the stage is yours.
Well, good evening, everyone. Well, this is either I'm lucky or unlucky. Because you know why? It's not uncommon to have a lot of people coming here at America. Have some applause, please. So tonight, my job here is doing some icebreaker. I'm introducing myself because I'm the recent new members who recently joined New Metropolitan Toastmasters. So what I do? So here goes an icebreaker. So I will tell you what to do. Can I have some cheer, please, here, please? Cheer up. Some shouts. Oh. What about this corner? Yeah, these people are louder, but you guys are a lot more people. Can I get some shout, please? Come on, people. It's an applause. Thank you. And let me tell you why I will self-proclaim myself as a good speaker. And I'll show you why. A lot of you will see why. Some confidence that I'm faking right now. This is so big, like a slight thing. I'm a bit of a theatrical. You know why? Because when I was a little snotty little kid, I would act out whenever I didn't get what I wanted. For example, there is like a simple ice cream man who comes by in front of the house. Mom, I want ice cream. No, you cannot, son. You're coughing. You're too little. Aw, why can't I? And I would just cry about it. baby. That's about it. And I would take out, throw the tantrum. As a little kid, I would cry a lot. I would talk too much. It's given like some superstitions. Like whenever you have a mole, as you can see here, like at the top of the mouth, there's some superstitions that you will be talking a lot upon your life. Like that's not what I'm doing right now. Sounds easy to some people, right? It's difficult actually. Well, to be fair, it's a lot more perspective to some people. It's either easy or not easy. Depends how you see it. Then again, as the little kid grew through those teenage years, those are dark times for me actually. I did not turn up to be a squabbling kid. I'm more like an edgy kind of guy. Like, do I have to do this? Why do you have to go to be like your doctor? Well, I'm wearing a scrub now, and back then when I was in the high school, I didn't want to at first. But due to some encouragement or perhaps some enforcement from my families and other people around me that told me, you can be a doctor instead. Well, you know what? Here I am, wearing a scrub, standing here, just recently coming back from work. And yeah, and here I am. And then from those teenage years, those comes what then? University. Just like you guys. I was at the stage where you guys just recently become a freshman. Recent years, trying to look for a new thing. Yeah? Just trying to everything to try, like coming here, or you wanna try to, express yourself. You wanna talk to someone. And there's one time in those university session that I tried to actually a modern dance, like like a kid that is not very expressive at the teenage years, trying a dance. Really? Can you do that? Well, I tried to. Well, actually, that excuse was coming from a crush, but that's story for another time, okay? And you know what? After those years, coming tops 3, 4, 5 years, you eventually graduated. Yeah, that's fine. But in life, I tried a lot of new things, and then what? COVID strikes. You don't get to go out a lot. You don't get to meet each other face to face. You gotta have to stay home doing online things. You gotta have to sit there talking to the screen, or sometimes you just have a screen on pause, and then hopefully the teacher doesn't notice that you're not on screen, or he just happens to be sleeping. Okay. One of you just, that's the truth, right? Yeah. Oh, don't lie, come on. At least you slept once, at least. But here I am doing online things comes with a marathon. There's a thing called a role play, a tabletop role play. And what it does is just where people come gather together and they will enact like a something character. And that really helps me throughout those times where I didn't get to go out or communicate with my friends via online, for example, like a Discord or Steam or whatever you want to call it. And then after that, I was introduced by the club president, who happens to introduce back to my sister, and then introduced to me. There is an event called the Toastmasters. So it would be sound difficult for you guys to come here on stage and enact it. So it wasn't really hard. You should really try here to get where I am. Back to you, Toastmasters. And that's from me.
Thank you, Toastmaster Awesome, for the valuable information about your past, your lovely past, right? Huh? Okay. Next slide, please. All right. As usual, we will have a voting session. Please vote. Scan right here. You remember, right? Only 2 people. You remember, right? I don't have to. Say the names. Right, still voting. That's good. That's good. All of you have voted. Raise your hand. All of you have voted. Have, have. Okay. Let me go to this. Okay, all right. Next stage. Next session, please. Yeah. Next is evaluation session where the people, whoever is on the stage will evaluate the speech that was given by the member. So let's call evaluator one, Toastmaster Claudia. Yeah, please come on stage. Give your best evaluation. Oh. Yeah, I'll call you later on a second.
Well, it's me again. I told you you will see me a lot today, right? So, as I have mentioned before, I will serve as the evaluator of our Toastmaster Sinta that I think have delivered a very sentimental speech. And I would like to congratulate you on that. Congratulations, Toastmaster Sinta. That was a very great speech. Now, Toastmaster Sinta's speech was for her project of inspiring her audience. So I think she fulfills that purpose. She inspired her audience. Well, I think I was inspired. Are you? Are you inspired, guys? Are you inspired? If I may ask you, what did she say? What did she say that inspired you? Oh, that one. Okay. Anyone from here remember anything that inspired you from Toastmaster Sinta's speech? Anyone? No one? Well, that's sad. Did anyone actually pay attention? Okay, that's an automatic C, no, teachers? Nobody was paying attention. Well, Toastmaster Sinta was telling us a story about her personal uh, growing up story from becoming a writer first because she was an introverted person and she was I think she felt like she was strong in the writing department, but not that strong in the speaking department, right? But then she changed jobs into the one that made her had to speak to a lot of people. So that's when the growing part comes, right? So I think in so guys in Toastmasters in evaluation session, the evaluator has to spot three things. The first one is her strength, what she excels at. The second one is something that she lacks of that she might want to work on. And then the third one is what the evaluator thinks she can do next time to challenge herself. So for the first point, you excel at making a very personal story that I think resonates with a lot of people. I think a lot of people that comes to Mets and other Toastmasters clubs was that introverted person that want to be an extroverted one, and she wanted to become a public speaker because she didn't she they didn't do a lot of speaking, and I think that resonates with a lot of us. And you manage to express your emotions and let yourself vulnerable appear vulnerable in front of us, and I think by exposing yourself like that, you touch a lot of hearts here. And I know mine was, I don't know about others, but I think their hearts were pretty much touched. Something that you might want to work on, though, I think we say this a lot, is to work on the stage. Because at the beginning of the speech, you work on the stage very well. You communicated with the audience, you ask a lot of questions, you make contacts and, play ball with the audience. But then after that, it became a one-way speech. So I think you might want that to repeat itself, the playing ball thing, on the half session of the speech, or maybe even the the end part of the speech. And to challenge yourself, maybe you want to do similar speech with improvements. Maybe another touchy subject for you, not exactly this one, but another touchy subject for you, to a different audience with a different uh, subject, a different, because I think I've heard this kind of story from you before. So maybe not to repeat the same vibe, maybe you can change the story. I think that's it from me. Thank you very much. Oh, wait a second. And I think you mentioned a very good phrase. Great writings invoke a lot of emotion and imagination. And great speeches move people and bring you to places. I think that's very beautiful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I agree that on too. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think I made the terrible mistake. It wasn't me who introduced. Supposed to be me who introduced the evaluation. It was supposed to be Toastmaster Wilson. Let's come on stage. Our teacher.
Thank you. Very addicted speaking on stage. That's the Toastmaster spirit. Okay. Next, we will have the second evaluator for the second speaker. So listen here. When we speak in Toastmasters, the most valuable part in the community is the evaluation. You're not going to just speak and not receiving any feedback. You're also going to receive feedback so that you can improve. So how do we do it? We first witnessed Toastmaster Claudia. Now let us welcome our second evaluator, none other than Toastmaster Albert. Toastmaster Albert, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. General Evaluator. How many of you feel happy whenever Ozan is speaking on stage? Raise your hand. So he is a funny person, right? Yes, yes. A little? Why? So in Toastmasters Ozan's speech, he really conveys himself. He is not afraid of saying who he is and even talking chronologically from when he is little to when he is an adolescent until he is a guy right now. Right? Oh, okay. And that's a point that I want to tell. You are very good at creating a story. Your storytelling went very smooth. You can even weave your speech with the condition of the audience. They are university students, and you incorporate them into your speech. Is that scripted? That's amazing. Right? Yeah. That's how flexible you can be in your speech. Whenever you can incorporate something into your speech which you are not scripting it inside your speech, that's great. And what's next is I saw you making a lot of unnecessary gestures. You put your hand inside your pocket, but you're not using that. You are moving too much. You are not ironing this stage. This is not curly. You are not ironing that, right? So for what you can learn after this, maybe you want to become more calm. Pace yourself so you can be a better speaker. Congratulations to your icebreaker, and back to the general evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Albert and Toastmaster Claudia, for your comprehensive evaluation. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what Toastmasters is. People come to speak and people come to evaluate their speeches. Now, from our timer, do we have any overtime speakers? No? Okay. So we have voted for the best table topic speaker. We have voted for the best prepared speech speaker. Now it's the last person. We should vote for the best evaluator. So please go ahead and scan this barcode. The deal's the same. You just click one of those guys who you think are the best, and then voila, we will know the result at the end of the meeting. I'll give you 30 minutes, sorry, seconds. You are very welcome. Okay, I think it's enough. No one's scanning for the barcode anymore. So, Sujan and Armas, can you move to the next slide? Now here comes the general evaluation session. In this session, my team and I will be giving our feedback about how the meeting went. And one of the core things in the meeting is the grammar usage. So why not we welcome our grammarian, aka the English evaluator? Why did you scoff? Toastmaster Chuchu, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, our GE. So I think this is the most difficult task in this role because I have to follow all your speech. And so I think I will not spend too much time on mentioning the grammatical errors for all the speakers, but specifically for the table topic speakers. So we have the similarities between the first speaker and the second speakers. So both of them, they talk about their past experience and the present. So for the first speaker, I spot. So I'm sorry that I wasn't able to spot every grammatical errors in her speech, but I found few grammatical errors in her speech. So the first one, when she talked about her experience in the second job, he mentioned that she has to meet the new people and then making conversation, etc. Since it is the past tense, she was supposed to deliver it in the past tense instead of meeting new people, making conversation. So instead, she has to say it. I had to meet people, made conversation with them, and etc. And then for the second speaker, and he also mentioned about his childhood. So he told us that there is a simple ice cream seller, for example, instead of is, he's supposed to be mentioned as a was. There was a simple ice cream. So I think that's all from grammarians. Thank you very much. Back to the GE.
I just embarrassed myself. I'm so sorry, everyone. Okay, everyone, basically, when you learn English, you know three types of tenses: the past tenses, the present, and the future. But when you're speaking in front, you basically, most of the time, you use past tense. So if you're not used to it, better learn from now, if not never. Up next, we are going to have the evaluation of people who use the filler words like uh. So why don't we call our and word of the day counter, Toastmaster Diana? Toastmaster Diana, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Uncle Roger. Okay, now, so here I am standing on the stage. And yeah, I've already explained my role before, so I'm counting all those things like the R and WOD. And please give a round of wonderful applause to every speaker here. So please, your hands. Okay, thank you so much. So without further ado, I'm going to give the report regarding the R and WOD itself. So for the table topic speaker, Albert, you really did a splendid job. You have zero fillers in it when you deliver the table topic. However, there is no usage of words of the day that is being heard to me, actually. And also, and for the second speaker, the joint, is Miss Ellie and Miss Ali. Yes. Miss Ellie delivered really a well speech, and she only made like 2 pillars in it. Give a wonderful applause. And Mr. Alif, I know we were being nervous back then, but you did a really well job. Good job. What am I even saying? I'm also having a jitters because there's a lot of you right here right now. Okay, so there's only like 5 filler words that was being heard, although there is no word of the day. Okay, and next is Miss Dewi right there. Hi, Miss. Oh, I think yeah. You did like 8 fillers back in your speech. However, there are 2 word of the days being mentioned. I heard the use of the fair and also just, and you also see from the synonyms of it. So congratulations to you, Miss. Okay. And next is the prepared speech. So I would like to give wonderful applause to the speakers before. So for Toastmaster Sinta, so I've heard there was one usage of word of the day that is being used. I heard fair. However, there are only 3 R's being mentioned there. Okay. And lastly, I just need to give it a disclaimer. This is not nepotism because I'm actually the one, the sister of the speaker there. Okay, so I only heard like 2 filler words, but no word of the day. Okay, but it's all right. It's fair. And also the evaluator, do I have to give that as well? Yeah, the evaluator for Claudia, I heard like 4 filler words, no mention of the word of the day. And for Toastmasters Albert, it's only once for the us, but again, no word of the day. Okay, back to you, Uncle Roger.
谢谢您. Should I start speaking Mandarin as well? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So in stage, usually when you're nervous, we don't really realize that we are using filler words. So what Toastmaster Diana just said, it really made us realize that when we are nervous, we are not in control of ourselves. So that's why the only way to improve is to keep coming here. So okay, this is my turn actually for the general evaluation session. But first, for Akademi Farmasi, Bumi Husada, kelas farmasi 2022 dan ilmu komunikasi ya Bu ya? Oke, baik. Tapi ini kelasnya 2022 ya? Kelas 2022 kan? For the 2022 batch, please give a big round of applause for them. Because you know what? The moment we spotted you guys, all of us were on edge. We got so nervous, we even looked, is this the right? But this is the right room, right? So your presence really makes us challenged. And I, personally, I would have not performed as well, but let's take a look. Toastmaster Claudia, as the president, she welcomed the guests well. No shred of nervousness. Welcome all the guests like usual. That's very good, Toastmaster Claudia. Toastmaster Revo, you're already handsome. You're really handsome. Yeah, good, good. So Toastmaster Revo, as usual, very interactive with the audience. Congratulations. But please don't forget who you are going to return the control to when you become the Toastmaster of the meeting. And then I also had the speakers. They were performing really, really well amidst all the crowds. We usually only had 20 people, but now we have like 50. That's very good. Please give a big round of applause for you guys. And then I really feel that all this meeting is already well prepared. I also see some senior members coming here. That's a really, really welcome addition to the meeting. So thank you very much for coming, Toastmaster Steve, Toastmaster Astri, and sorry, Toastmaster Cecil. Oh, Clarissa, sorry. Nice to meet you. I'm so sorry. Okay. Overall, this is a very good meeting. I hope this will be a very good reference for all of you too. If you want, we will be here again at 2 weeks from now. If you want to come again, you're very welcome. Okay, that's all from me. Now, we have already voted for the people, right? Are you curious about who the winners are? No? Maybe we can skip? Just kidding. Okay, let us welcome the ballot counter, Toastmaster Astri. Please welcome and announce to us who the winners are. Give a big round of applause. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wilson. Okay, now it's my time to announce who's the winner for the best speakers. And we have a tradition. You have to do drum roll before I announce the name, right? Okay, is it okay for you? Okay. The best table topic speaker is Ibu Eli and Pak Alif. Woo! Please come to the stage. Please come to the stage, Ibu Eli and Pak Alif. And Toastmaster Claudia will give the trophy, right? Congratulations. Okay, thank you. Please stay here. Okay, we continue, right? Best prepared speaker is, drum roll please, Toastmaster Osan. Woo! Congratulations, Toastmaster Osan. Saya. Oh. Okay, thank you. And the last is best evaluator. Drum roll please. Best evaluator is Madam President Toastmaster Claudia. But Toastmaster Raffle will give the trophy to you. Okay, congratulations Toastmaster Claudia. And maybe we have take picture for all speakers. Okay, thank you. Congratulations, Ibu Eli, Pak Alif, trophy. Okay, so I think that's all from me as ballot counter, and I will give the mic to Mr. GE, Toastmaster Wilson.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Asri. Is it expected? Anyways, keren banget, Bu. Bisa dapat trofi mengalahkan member kita, Toastmaster Albert tuh keren banget sebagai first timer ya. Ayo dong, kasih tepuk tangan dong, kasih tepuk tangan dong. Okay then, actually we haven't had our time to the main agenda yet, which is the election. So, is the control going to Madam President? Okay then, as the GE or General Evaluator, my role is done. My apologies for my misconduct or any inappropriate words. So, I would like to return the control back to Madam President. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Wilson. So we are short in time, but I'm going to make this very quick. So for you guys, our guests, our beloved guests, actually today is one of our special meetings because we are going to have an election or announcement of the future executive committee. Because the current executive committee, the names that you saw in the beginning of the meeting, we are going to end our term by the end of this month. And by the beginning of next month, it is going to be taken care by the future executive committee. So today I'm going to announce their names. We are going to have a proud moment together with you. I hope you stay until the very end of the meeting. It's just going to take 5 to 10 minutes, all right? Okay. So this is the current executive committee. This will be our second last meeting. So thank you very much for my team, for Revo, Kak Sinta, Wita, Kak Cucu, Eki, and also Attila that has been fighting together with me for the last 1 year. I'm going to get emotional right here. but we have a lot of guests, so I'm not going to cry. Next week, I'm going to cry, okay? So, who is going to be the next president? We only have one candidate for each position. I'm going to make this very quick, so no bureaucracy, whatever, right? So, announcement. The candidate for the next president is introducing our upcoming president, Toastmaster Wilson Loden. And the next, yeah, maju. Yay! And the next position is Vice President. Oh, foto dulu guys. Ntar dulu, iya, foto aja dulu. Lewat sana tuh ada kamera. Ya. No, nanti ada. Yeah, just stay. So, and the next position is Vice President of Education. And the next VPE is introducing our Vice President Education, Toastmaster Albert Alexander. The next position will be Vice President of Membership. So, the next VPM will be introducing our upcoming Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Nikita Handoko. The next position would be Vice President for Public Relations. He is currently taking a call. Okay, so we're just going to announce, but maybe she can come upstage later. The next VPPR is introducing our upcoming Vice President of Public Relations, Toastmaster Diana Ashila Rifai. The next position will be Secretary and Treasurer. Okay. The next Treasurer and Secretary is introducing our upcoming Secretary and Treasurer, Toastmaster Andi Adiputra. Unfortunately, he cannot make it tonight, but he can make it in our installation meeting two weeks from now. The next position will be Sergeant at Arms. And the next SAA is introducing our upcoming Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Hiban Zafran Rifai. Okay, congratulations to our... Satu slide mundur. Oh, belum tadi, Ozan. Okay. So congratulations to our future executive committee. Today is the announcement day. 2 weeks from now will be your installation day. I will be installing you as executive committee as the area director. So I will see you again in 2 weeks. I hope this will be a very proud moment for you all. And titip my baby ya. Okay, that will be all. Thank you very much. Speech-nya minggu depan ya, Pak? Yeah, okay. Okay, so if you are curious about Toastmasters, any one of you here who are not our member yet, you can contact our VPM, Vice President of Membership. Currently is still Toastmaster Sinta, but starting next month will be handed over to Toastmaster Nikki. But sekarang kan masih dia yang jabat ya, jadi kita hormatin. You can contact us through email, mets.toastmaster@gmail.com, or WhatsApp to her number right over there. You can take a picture. Next. And also, Metropolitan Toastmasters is going to have meetings every second and fourth Tuesday every month here in America at 7 to 8:30 p.m. And the next meeting will be on the 27th of June, which would be a special meeting as well, as we are going to install or inaugurate our new executive committee. You can also follow us on Instagram, mets.toastmasters. And before we close the meeting, I would like to give a shout out to our past presidents and also senior members that has been present throughout the whole meeting. We have Toastmaster Astri. She was the president in 2020 ya Kak? 2021, 2021, 2022. Hah? Iya, nggak apa-apa, nggak apa-apa. Ini dulu, ya. And then the second one, I will give a shout out to Toastmaster Clarissa, president of 2020, 2021. Yes. And then Toastmaster Rafi, president of 2019, 2020. Okay, 2018, 2019. And then the most of them all is distinguished Toastmaster Steve, president in what year? 2000 something to 2000 something, very senior member, and he was also the one who started the partnership with Add America and brought our club meeting from somewhere in SCBD to Add America. So thank you very much for that, and I would like to ask you to join us on stage to give sepatah dua patah kata maybe. We have like 4 minutes.
Thank you very much, Madam President. Good evening, everyone. And for you all, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Can I ask for like 15 seconds, who is your idol, your favorite leader, your favorite businessman, your favorite actor, whoever? Taylor Swift? Yeah, okay. Anybody else? Michelle Obama. Anybody here? Her husband, Barack Obama. Okay. Siapa? NCT. Okay. Anybody else? Justin? Justin who? Timberlake. Okay. Justin Bieber. Okay. Different era. Okay. Justin Bieber. Okay. Can you see the golden line or the red line that connects all of them? What's so good about them? What's so good about NCT or BTS? Yeah. Justin Bieber, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, and Taylor Swift. Crowd control, communication, and definitely. And that's summarized in 2 words, communication and leadership. And that is why, thanks to At America, who's been hosting us here, one of the greatest culture that is passed on from generation to generation in America, and that is why they are the largest economy in the world today, is the culture of communication and leadership. Well, most of us here in Indonesia are Muslims, and some of us are Christians. Both leaders of those 2 largest religions in the world, Rasulullah Muhammad SAW and Jesus Christ, they're both awesome communicators and great leaders. But only in America, in 1924, 99 years ago, the USA found the formula for great and successful country, and for a great and successful nation, for great and successful people, which is communication and leadership. I believe a lot of people sings better than Taylor Swift, and a lot of group sings and acts better than NCT or BTS. But none of them are as great as NCT, as Taylor Swift, as BTS, and Mr. President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle Obama is one of the most renowned, popular, and charismatic leader in the world, as it is Justin Bieber, who started as a child singer from YouTube. How could you learn that? I don't know the very correct answer for that, but I can surely tell you that joining Toastmasters would really help you in your life, personally and professionally. And I learned that from this guy. Anybody knows who he is? Okay. His name is Anthony Robbins, so we call him Tony Robbins. From the picture here, could you guess his age? Do not Google or search. Anybody guess his age? If you answer correct? 60? 45? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, now I'm going to ask a different question. How old does he look? 30, 40, 50? Yeah. He's 63. He's 63. And he's doing only one thing, sharing the word about communication and leaderships across the world. And how much does he worth? You see the next slide. He's worth $600 million. He's the coach of the CEOs, and around more than 10 years ago, every time he speaks, he charged $1 million just for himself, not yet his team and everyone else. So I was very lucky. Many years ago, he came to Singapore. He made a big event in Singapore called Awaken the Giant Within, and he gave a really good performance there for 5 straight days, and he was charged like $1 million for himself. The ticket was so difficult to get because it was done in a big stadium called Kallang Stadium. There was like almost 10,000 people in the stadium, and it was full jam. I remember one scene where Tony Robbins shout out to everyone in the entire stadium. That was right after we did the night before Walking on Fire. And he asked, "Do you know the secret of success?" And then we said, "No." Do you want me to tell you? And then we said, "Yeah," like the entire stadium was breaking down the house. And then he said, "Okay, I would ask some people to stand up." He didn't know us. And then he said, "Okay, anybody who joined Toastmasters, please stand up." I was a newbie in Toastmasters, and I was like one of less than 10 people who stood up in that stadium. And he told the entire stadium, "Guys, if you want to know the secret of success, talk to those guys." I was not considered a successful person at that time. I just started Toastmasters. But if Tony Robbins said I was on the right track, I'm sure I bet it was. So I've been a member of Toastmasters until this very day. And I've experienced many amazing things in my life thanks to Toastmasters. And I'm thanking At America here because At America hosts Toastmasters here. And this is one of the greatest America culture that America could spread all over the world, the culture of communication and leadership. Because of Toastmasters, I was once promoted 4 times in 2 years, from just a junior staff to a very senior management position in a foreign company. They sent me to Europe for a few months just to learn. I got paid for that, and I came back even higher position. I was trusted, many responsibilities, and I'm here today partly because I learned a lot of things in my years in Toastmasters. And believe me, you will not stop learning in Toastmasters. All the members of the new Toastmasters are even greater than the members I had met in the past. So I'm proud of you guys. So, if you really want to be successful, I think we should learn to the guy that has $600 million in his bank account. His name is Tony Robbins, and he said, if you want to be successful, join Toastmasters. And if you want to be successful, join us in Mets. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you so much everyone for coming here today. Hope you guys have so much fun today. And earlier in this event, I asked a little trivia question, which was, in which year was the Metropolitan Toastmaster Club founded? And the answer is B, 1965. Congratulations to Denisa De from Instagram for answering correctly. If you think this event is fun, if you think it was amazing and enjoyable, please follow us on our social media. We are on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at AT America. And we also have a YouTube channel and newsletter as well. And with that, I think we have reached the end of the event today. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming again with me, Andrea Oriel, and see you at the next At America event.